Hey guys, it's one again from Physique Transformation Academy, and today I want to chat with you guys about one of the most common mistakes I see not only beginners do, but even advanced physique athletes making, and that's not being intrinsic with your training. When you are in the gym, your sole purpose, as somebody who wants to change the shape of their body, who wants to have bigger glutes, bigger delts, bigger arms, a better chest, somebody who wants to be a bodybuilder, whether it be amateur or professional, all we're looking to do is give the body a signal. You want to tell your body, hey body, I need to get bigger, I need to get stronger, I want to put on more muscle. That's it. So when you leave the gym is when this actually happens. Now, what's the mistake I often see? I ask all my clients for videos, and when they send me a video, 90% of the time, and it's not their fault, I totally understand that people just don't know, and it takes years to master, but people will just be moving weight. People will look at their logbook, if they even have a logbook, and they'll say, okay, last week I got 10 reps, this week my goal is to get 12. And they go in there, and they're just focused on counting the reps. Okay, I did 1 rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, 4 reps. It's feeling hard, I got to get to 12 no matter what. And they're focused on just simply moving this weight. They're looking everywhere. They're looking up, around. They're seeing that somebody's watching them. They're on their phone in between sets. They're thinking about what they're cooking for dinner. When you're in the gym, you have to clear your mind. It is nearly a moment of meditation. So clear your entire mind. Close your eyes. I like to close my eyes in anything that doesn't have to do with big free weight movements that are needing to be braced. So a barbell squat, I don't close my eyes. A deadlift, I don't close my eyes. A barbell row, I don't close my eyes. But if it has to do with like a Smith machine, any sort of machine press, any sort of machine row, a pull down, I close my eyes. And I try to picture that muscle lengthening and contracting. Lengthening and contracting hard. When you picture the muscle doing that, your goal is to squeeze that muscle as hard as you can and keep tension the entire time on that muscle. The goal is to be aggressive. And once that muscle is stretched, like imagine like a bow and arrow, like you're stretching that bow and then letting that arrow go, you do the stretch and then boom, that hard contraction. And you want to think about that the entire time as you are thinking about keeping that steady tension and pace, that tempo, and just squeeze and squeeze until the muscle completely fails. That is what we call intrinsic thinking. Thinking about what's going on inside my body. What am I focusing on? I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm not even thinking about getting more reps. I'm solely thinking about making the muscle fatigue. Now, once you can do that, that's when counting reps and logging them down is going to become a little bit more effective, because it's not about reaching a certain number of reps. It's going to be about simply fatiguing the muscle, using the same form week after week after week, and then seeing how that's progressing. The reps and progression, the logbook is simply to see, okay, what are the progressions happening? Not necessarily to say, okay, I did 10, I got to get 12 no matter what next time, even if it's with bad form. And this is just something that's so lost. Training is something intrinsic. It's almost a religious experience. It's something that we go in the gym and we clear our head and we solely focus on what's going on inside. It shouldn't be something where you're focused on just moving weight, on just simply getting in the gym and getting out, where some people say, oh, I just want to get a little pump. No, it's not about that. It's about fatiguing muscles. So next time you're in the gym, be intrinsic with your training. Ask yourself at the beginning of the session, what is my goal with this session? Okay, I'm training legs. My goal is to fully stimulate the quads, the hamstrings, and the glutes. Okay, how am I going to do that? Go into leg extension maybe. Start with some of those, some sets to failure, and squeeze the quads, squeeze them as much as possible. Feel every fiber tear. And remember that feeling and say, okay, now I'm going to translate this feeling when I go squat. And then go to the squat. And then feel those fibers tear and pause at the bottom and pause at the stretch and feel that tension and say, wow, I'm really feeling it. I'm fatiguing it. Now I'm going to drive myself into that discomfort, into that pain. The more pain I have, the more discomfort I have, the better the results are going to be, the better I feel. And keep pursuing that and seek for that pain, seek for that discomfort, because that's what's going to get you great results. And I know it's hard to do on your own. If you don't have a coach to help you out, ask you for videos, and constantly push you, then you're going to have to maybe look for a training partner. But if you guys need help with anything, let me know. Feel free to reach out to my coaching program, and we take it from there, okay? Keep training hard, guys.